Hello and welcome back to Board Game Acrobat, where today I'm going to be showing you how to play this game here, Trial by Trolley. I have the derailed Kickstarter edition here, but this tutorial will also work with the retail version Trial by Trolley. So, let's get right in. I won't use any of the Kickstarter exclusive stuff for this tutorial, just to make it a bit easier to follow. So, you'll have your train tracks and you'll put them down in your group. Decide who is going to be the conductor first, and they will be put at this end of the train tracks, and everyone else will split into two even teams. It doesn't matter who is in your team too much, as this will be changing throughout the game. And then we have the rules here, and we have quite a few different cards. So, which ones are these? So I was trying to remember what these cards are called, but I guess it doesn't particularly matter. You have this deck, which give them all a shuffle and put them to the side where everyone can reach them. Then you have this kind of evil deck, put them next to after you've given them a shuffle, and then you have your good deck, which is quite a bit thicker, and that looks like that. Again, give them all a shuffle and pop them next to the track. So, how it will then work is, I'll pop that to the side, so it's a bit easier to see. Both teams will randomly get 3 of each type. So 1, 2, 3, and then the other team. Now, depending on how many players you have in each team, one player can have. If there's 3 in each team, you can have 1 stack each and side each. If there's not, just do it however you want, maybe just do it as a teamwork, and so on. So then you would take 1 random good card and place it on each track. So as you can see here, we have the good parts of the internet, a bunch of kitties, and a live performance of your favourite band. And then each team would discuss, have a look at their own good cards that they have in their hand, figure out which one they want to put, and would then put that track as the next one. So I'll bring the tracks down, and both teams would do this. And all of these good cards that weren't used can then go in the discard pile. And then each player would then take, team would then take this hand and choose one of them to place on the other team's track. So maybe a giant spider that hunts humans for sports, I'd then place that on the other team's track, and those would go in the discard. And then this team would do the same, would put a shark with wings onto the other team's track. And all through this, you're going to want to be defending your track and why you think the conductor who is in this position should run over the other track and not your track, and try and convince him so. And then you take these last cards, which just have a bit of writing on them, and you can place these on any card that is out already. It doesn't matter which one at all. And these will have stuff like, will one day discover the secret of cloning dinosaurs. If they die, you'll have to speak to at their funeral in front of at least 100 people, or has undetected terminal cancer. So they'll have different ones to try and either make you want to run over a track or make you not want to run over a track, depending on who you are. So let's say this person figure out the secret of cloning dinosaurs. And then this team, so they have just woke up from a 10-year coma, is wearing a jetpack and may be able to escape the trolley, but there's a 20% chance the jetpack will explode, and is actually 3 kids in a trench coat. So they might want to put that on the same one. It doesn't matter, they can put it wherever they want, or if they want to put it on the shark with wings, it's actually 3 kids in a trench coat. It's up to them. And yeah, and now is the conductor's decision which track they want to run over. Throughout all of this, again, each team can try and argue their point, get their why they want the conductor to run over the other track, because you do not want the conductor to run over your track, otherwise that is bad. So the conductor sits here and goes, I don't know which one to do. That is where the moral dilemma comes in. And then they might finally choose, okay, I'm gonna run over the giant spider that hunts humans down for sport, and all of the other ones. So then they choose this track here, meaning this team would all get... Now this is, I'm not entirely sure whether this comes in the retail version, but I hope it does. So this team would then get one of these each. And then these will build up, and if you get 3, you can just flip it over to 3 so that there's more skulls to go around. And then all of these cards will then go into the discard pile. The conductor would then move around to the next person. New teams would be formed, and you'd start again with 3 from each deck going to each team, 1 random innocent card going onto the track, and you start from there. And play continues like this until every single player has had a turn to be conductor. When I've played it with smaller groups, I've gone around more than once with conductor because we're enjoying this too much. And whoever has the least amount of skulls is the winner. And yeah, that is how you play Trial by Trolley. I hope this video was useful to you. If it was, make sure you do hit that like button and consider subscribing for more board game based information here. And until next time, share the love of board games.